Just like this morning, I was watching a news outlet, a liberal news outlet, and they found a Republican who basically went on record and said he has to, go against the notion that if Donald Trump is reelected, this would not have happened. Everybody that has common sense knows without a shadow of a doubt, this would not have happened. The news reporter was pretty much trying to keep a straight face because he knew this person was lying through their teeth. And this is the sad part about American politics, because no matter what side you're on, you're going to promote it, no matter how wicked it is, as long as you will be a part of it. Just like when Senator Clyburn, when he made the decision to go with Biden and he said, Joe know us and we know Joe. I understand, because when you have Democrats in office, you have an opportunity to be in the White House, to be a part of history, to smile and all that. But when you look at the big picture, there's no way we can endure another year of this. And you wonder, why won't they impeach him? They got all the evidence, because clearly impeachment is just a waste of time. At least the Republicans are smart enough to know that. They don't have to impeach Joe Biden to basically show that he's not suitable to be the president of these United States of America. And I have a personal issue with anybody that's the president of the United States that will not bless this country as a whole. He always says, God bless you all. God bless the troops. But we need you to say, God bless these United States of America. And since you don't say it, then that means you're the president of the United Allies. Because when Zelensky talks, it seems like Zelensky is pretty much giving you orders. While he's sitting there with the KKK, Ku Klux Klan patch pretty much printed on his T-shirt because it's white supremacy. And I'm about to drop a bomb on you right now. 85% of Ukrainian citizens was Christian. The Russians are Russian Orthodox Christians. Like Orthodox Jews, they're Orthodox Christians. Sadducees versus Pharisees. Liberal versus conservative. Believers versus non-believers. So at least a believer has to have some type of respect to the God that he serves. A non-believer is immoral. Because I know without a shadow of a doubt, Juicy Smollett don't believe in God. He can't, because he's immoral. And it's starting to look like gay men, especially gay black men, are not to be trusted. Juicy Smollett was released from jail last night, and it looked like he called his little friends. I'm not sure the height of Juicy Smollett, but he was actually the tallest of 6 men walking out of the courtroom, walking out of jail. Juicy Smollett had on a tight T-shirt like he'd been doing push-ups in there. And then he had his friends around, and they all had on black. And they looked tough and walked to the car. It looked like they were pretty much doing a skit, a high school skit, trying to see what a president will look like if he was the actual security detail. What a joke. So what I'm saying is there has to be a group of people that's honest and just and respectful that's pretty much going to go to bat for humanity. And like I said, the horse is not dead, and I'm going to keep on beating it because we cannot change the narrative. We cannot really move on or act like we're going to have true liberation until we amend that 13th Amendment. And this is why we are turning up the notch, turning the heat up a notch to actually start lobbying our elected politicians to vet them to see exactly where their head is at. Because on Super Tuesday of this year, we're not going to be supportive or select individuals that's not a part of the humanitarian push. And as a black man, that's our saving grace, because we're dealing with freedom. OK, now, if you make a comment and they take you off of social media because you made a comment, that doesn't mean that's bondage. But if you are a Jewish in religion, Jewish person, or a Jewish white or Jewish liberal, you can make the decision like, not on my platform. Because Kanye West got banned from Twitter for a day for making comments about Pete Davidson, the guy that's actually dating Kim Kardashian right now. And all he said was he put a picture of Pete Davidson, and then he put I guess kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. And he spelled it with a K. It was K star star N baya, K star star. And when I looked at it on TMZ, the report was Kanye West banned from Twitter, banned from social media outlets because of a racial slur. And I said, racial slur? And I looked and I said, and Harvey Levin said he used the C word, but he actually put a K. And I said, C word? What's a C word? And then I'm like, wait a minute. Coon? Coon is not a racial slur. Some people say CNN stands for Coon News Network. It's not a racial slur. Okay? Coon. You a coon. Coon literally a sellout. That's all that is. And if you look at what's going on in society, people are being exposed. Look at the situation between Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. I know it's a better Black America, entertainment, sports, politics, and money. We talk anything, but we're not limited to. But this is trending topic today. But Kanye West and Kim Kardashian, that's a little strange situation, but there's nothing wrong with a man wanting his family. There's nothing wrong with a man, being honest about who his kids get to be around. Because if you look at the Kardashian family, they need Black men to be relevant, because Kim Kardashian could have been with anybody, but she made these choices because Kanye West wasn't crazy when he was proposing to you in Candlestick Park. Kanye West wasn't crazy when y'all, bought the $9-10 million mansion, and he's still not crazy for buying a mansion up the street. Oh, he's my neighbor. They basically clocked it and said it's about 3.5 to 4 miles differential between these two mansions up in Calabasas. So it's not like he's stalking her. And I saw a situation where WWIII 100, he went on record and called D.L. Hughley a part of the Illuminati, because D.L. Hughley made it a big deal talking about Kanye West is harassing Kim. How you going to move next door? He's not stalking her to that level. Now, social media is something that, all people get involved in, but stalking is different. And then Trevor Noah, he basically jumped on and he made some comments talking about that this can get ugly. Kim can get hurt, and because his stepfather shot his mother or something. But, that goes back to all kinfolk, all Black folk and kinfolk. And Trevor Noah never had a black card. You West African, you don't know what the experience is like over here. They chose you to do what you do because you read in the script. A blood-born African-American Black male is not going to just do anything because somebody told him to do it, because we have integrity. If they make you, they break you. If they don't make you, they can't break you. They could try, but you can't put all your eggs and let them know exactly what's going on. So don't let them make you. Don't let them hijack what you're really trying to do. Because if you look at the Kardashians, they've been using brothers forever. It seems like they need brothers. Look at Tristan Thompson. He can't even date. All he did was get Khloe pregnant. That man's not dating on Khloe. He don't love her like that. That man can't even go out and have a date without them putting Tristan Thompson in social media. Oh, Tristan's out on a date. Okay, and he's dating and he's cheating on Khloe. Listen, Khloe wanted a baby by a tall Black man. Lamar Odom didn't produce one, so she moved on to the next one. Kim Kardashian's career pretty much started off of having a sex tape with Ray J. And then 20 years later, she telling women to get off their ass. Well, if they followed you in your footsteps, it's pretty lucrative. I mean, you got off your ass to go, to get on your knees doggy style with Ray J, and there was no issue when Ray J was trolling Kanye. Ray J made a song called I Hit It First. Literally, Ray J made a song called I Hit It First when Kanye and Kim were going through their engagement and through the process of getting married. But nobody was talking about that. But soon as a white person get involved, who is a part of the system, he works for Saturday Night Live, so he's liberal and he's a part of the whole liberal brand. So now you get these Hollywood liberals these Jewish liberals who owns all the platforms to make an educated decision to basically put their interest toward one person. Because we understand what demonization is. The world scared us away from Lucifer and forced us to vote for Satan. And I'm talking about Donald Trump and Joe Biden. So we have to be real smart and not be so easily, and I'm going to say this again, so easily ready to just do and fall in with them because they use us to do us. Systematic racism is the perfect example. You don't even have to set black people up to get black people killed. Without a shadow of a doubt, they're shooting bullets over in Ukraine. We don't know what's going on. But just like I aforementioned earlier, Chicago, Detroit, L.A., South Central, Watts, Oakland, we don't know what's going on. You think homicides have stopped? No, they've actually got worse. And they're setting us up for another 94 type crime bill situation. Do the math. Every 20 years, it's a system reset. Ronald Reagan was shot at and hit with a couple bullets exactly 20 years from JFK. 20 years. And then once they put the Brady bill in, meaning you can't assassinate the president, so therefore they started to use catastrophic events and creative phenomenons like pandemics. What happened to the coronavirus? Ukraine. And what I'm saying is, when you talk about the big three, America, Russia, China, it's fun to be leader of the pack. It was kind of cool to see our president going to other countries and foreign nations to, use his diplomacy to make friends and to show the world. But the world got mad because they don't like Vladimir Putin and they don't like I think it's Xi, from China. And you know how they feel about Kim Jong-un from North Korea. Trump went there, too. Biden can't even get a call from the oil cartels. Biden is trying to get a deal going with Russia, but he's going through Iran. These things are really out of our league. Really out of our league. And my spider senses are kicking in, and we're going to have to pull it back and just focus and really understand what we're going to do. Because there was a time when we was trying to get away from slavery, get out the South, and somehow we got real comfortable. And it's really compliance. It's okay. We think everything is cool, but it gets better. We have little more to go. Because when I go through it and I look at the city and, today I seen something going on in Little Tokyo. Now, I heard of Koreatown, Chinatown, but the littles, there's Little Tokyo, Little Armenia, where's Little Africa? You see, they just pretty much put us in this box. And we are no longer going to be a part of this system because we know without a shadow of a doubt we cannot be guilty by association. And a two-party system is they work together hand in hand because at the end of the day, with the two-party system, supremacy always wins. So there has to be a sovereign group of people that's making an educated decision to somehow find a way to become their own good economic and use our $1 trillion annual spending power, to support groups, to support our own, and to do things on a level that can actually be respected by all. Because it bothers my heart and my spirit to sit back and not be able to have a conversation with my brothers because somehow they are taking the narrative of television and programming and echoing the sentiments of women without trying to really understand that it's really us that's aiding and abetting the demise of the community because we are pretty much selling out. And when I say sell out, sometimes sellout is not a good. Well, sellout is never a good thing. And oftentimes you don't even realize that you're selling out. Because I know what I shoveled out. Bob Johnson did not think he was selling out BET. I know that.